Bulgaria, one of the oldest countries in Europe. A nation forged 13 centuries ago, yet rooted in a history that stretches back thousands of years before its name was ever spoken. Crimson rocks rise from the earth in breathtaking formations. Golden sands meet the endless waves of the Black Sea, and ancient stairways lead to temples carved by the gods. These are the wonders of Bulgaria. Nestled in the heart of the Balkans, Bulgaria's roots stretch back over 7,000 years to the Thracians, who left behind treasures of gold and enduring legends. In 681 AD, the First Bulgarian Empire rose as a cultural and political force, giving the world the Cyrillic alphabet and uniting Slavic nations. But its journey was fraught with challenges. The Byzantines tested its strength, and nearly 500 years of Ottoman rule suppressed its sovereignty, yet never its spirit. In 1878, Bulgaria finally regained independence, rebuilding a nation that honors its folklore and traditions. Bulgaria remains a land of resilience, standing proud in the legacy of its storied past. Plovdiv. Civilizations have come and gone, but Plovdiv remains. Over 8,000 years of continuous habitation make it one of the oldest cities in the world. Among its ancient relics, the Roman theater of Philippopolis. Built nearly 2,000 years ago, it once hosted gladiator battles and performances for up to 7,000 people. Buried by landslides for centuries, it was uncovered from 1968 to 1979, a symbol of the city's ability to reclaim and preserve its heritage. At the base of 3 ancient hills, the old town unfolds. Cobblestone streets wind through houses of the Bulgarian Revival era. Their vivid facades and intricate woodwork reflect a time when Plovdiv flourished as a hub of art and commerce. On Bunarjika Hill, Alyosha watches over Plovdiv as a tribute to soldiers of World War II. The 11-meter-tall figure represents the strength of those who fought for Bulgaria's liberation. It gazes over a city that has weathered invasions, revolutions, and rebirth. Sozopol. Founded by Greek settlers in the 6th century BC as Apollonia Pontica, Sozopol is one of Bulgaria's oldest towns. Named for the god Apollo, it flourished as a hub of trade and culture, linking the Black Sea to the Mediterranean world. Perched on a rocky peninsula, its cliffs rise above the sea, where waves carve a rugged coastline. To the north and south, sandy beaches and calm bays provide a softer contrast to the dramatic cliffs. The old town reflects the city's history, with narrow cobblestone streets and wooden houses from the Bulgarian Revival era. These structures reveal a legacy of craftsmanship and resilience. Offshore, St. Kirik Island holds remnants of a more recent history, an abandoned fisheries school, later repurposed as a naval academy. At the marina, fishing boats and yachts share the harbor, connecting Sozopol's rich maritime heritage to its evolving role today. It stands as a place where the town's history flows seamlessly into its past and present. Belogradchik rocks. In every curve and shadow, locals find the outlines of giants, castles, and mythical creatures. Each rock bears a name: the horseman, the Madonna, the monks, etched into folklore as much as geology. These are the Belogradchik rocks, rising from the hills of northwestern Bulgaria. Over 200 million years, these towering sandstone formations have been sculpted by wind and water. In a rich display of red and orange, the rocks form cliffs, spires, and pillars that seem almost alive. Amidst these mystical stones stands the Belogradchik fortress. Built by the Romans as a watchtower in the 1st century, it was later expanded during the Middle Ages and reinforced under Ottoman rule. Its walls are carved directly into the rock, providing an impenetrable defense that played a pivotal role in uprisings and battles. Beneath the rocks lies the town of Belogradchik, its red-tiled roofs framed by dramatic cliffs. The town serves as a gateway to the rocks, bridging the stories of its people below with the ancient mystery of the formations above. Sofia. World War II brought destruction to Sofia through relentless bombing. Yet, the city rose again, reclaiming its role as Bulgaria's capital in 1879. Beneath its modern streets lie remnants of Ulpia Serdica, the Roman city that rose atop ancient Thracian settlements. Sofia's diverse heritage is woven into its cityscape, from grand public buildings to intricate facades that tell stories of resilience and transformation. One of the largest Eastern Orthodox cathedrals in the world, the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. Built to honor Russian soldiers who died in the Russo-Turkish War of 1877, it combines Neo-Byzantine style with Orthodox tradition. Its gilded domes, intricate carvings, and vast 3,000 square meter interior make it a centerpiece of Sofia's religious and cultural identity. Forming a dramatic natural backdrop to the city, the Vitosha Mountains rise just 10 kilometers from the center. Its highest peak, Cherniv Rock, reaches 2,290 meters, while the mountain's unique stone rivers add to its geological intrigue. Vitosha Nature Park, established in 1934, stands as the oldest protected area in the Balkans, blending the city's urban life with its natural surroundings. Along the Hemuz motorway is a remarkable feat of engineering: the Bebresh Viaduct. Spanning 720 meters across, and 120 meters above the Babreš River Valley, it holds the title as the highest bridge in Bulgaria and the Balkans. Rhodope Mountains. The mythical musician Orpheus is said to have roamed the Rhodope Mountains, where his songs echoed with the sounds of forests and rivers carving their way through the land. Spanning nearly 240 kilometers across Bulgaria and extending another 140 into Greece, these mountains are a geological wonder. Their gentle slopes hide an intricate network of rivers, caves, and cliffs shaped by time and nature. Among these is Orlovo Oko, Eagle's Eye. Suspended 1,560 meters above sea level on a rocky outcrop. Standing at the edge, it feels as if the horizon stretches endlessly, leaving you with a lingering sense of awe. Scattered across the landscape are more than 200 towns and villages, each adding layers of culture and history with diverse landmarks and stories. Nestled in a narrow valley and surrounded by the soaring peaks of the Rhodope Mountains lies Smolyan. Known for its stunning natural beauty and deep cultural roots, the town's traditional architecture reflects centuries of Rhodope craftsmanship. Its name is a tribute to the ancient Smolyani tribe, whose presence shaped the region's identity. The town remains a gateway to the unspoiled landscapes of the Rhodope, where the harmony between people and nature remains unbroken. In the heart of the range, the Vacha Dam Reservoir winds through steep valleys. Its 113 million cubic meters of emerald waters reflect towering cliffs and dense forests. One of Bulgaria's largest reservoirs, it provides both life and beauty, sustaining communities while enhancing the natural splendor of the region. To the east lies Harman Kaya, an ancient Thracian sanctuary that reveals humanity's deep spiritual connection to the mountains. Located near the village of Bivolyane, this rocky plateau rises sharply above the valleys. Niches and altars carved into the stone suggest rituals tied to the sun, the stars, and natural forces. In the far west, Chudnite Mostove, or wonderful bridges, stand as natural marvels. Carved by the relentless flow of the Ercupria River, two colossal marble arches rise amidst forested slopes. The larger bridge spans an impressive 96 meters and towers 45 meters above the ground. Their precision and grandeur make them seem almost man-made, yet they remain untouched creations of time and nature. Perched on a rocky ridge of the Rhodope Mountains, Asen Fortress rises as if carved from the cliffs themselves. Built in the Middle Ages, its elegant stone walls and the beautifully preserved Church of the Holy Mother of God reflect centuries of history and devotion. From its heights, the view stretches across the lush valleys below, creating a sense of timeless wonder. Perperikon. Over 7,000 years of history are etched into the cliffs of the eastern Rhodope mountains, the ruins of the ancient city of Perperikon. One of Europe's most remarkable archaeological sites, this rocky stronghold is perched high above the surrounding landscape, serving as a cultural and spiritual center for the Thracians, Romans, and Byzantines. Stone staircases, carved directly into the rock itself, lead to intricate altars, cisterns, and chambers that hint at the city's grand past. Believed to hold the legendary Temple of Dionysus, Perperikon is as steeped in myth as it is in history. Oracles are said to have foretold the fates of kings here, connecting the mortal world to the divine. Bansko. Known as one of the best ski destinations in Eastern Europe, Bansko comes alive each winter beneath a blanket of snow. Once a thriving center of trade and craftsmanship, it flourished in the 18th century as a beacon of resilience and culture during Ottoman rule. The old town preserves this history with fortress-like homes, built to protect against raiders. Their thick stone walls and wooden shutters reflect a legacy of ingenuity and unity. Life in this mountain town flows seamlessly between its traditions and the slopes. With over 75 kilometers of ski runs and modern facilities, its snow-covered peaks draw in over 350,000 people from across the world. All of this unfolds under the watchful presence of the slopes of Pirin Mountains. Pirin Mountains. Shaped by ancient glaciers, this 2,400 square kilometer alpine expanse features rugged peaks, deep valleys, and shimmering glacial lakes. The Pirin Mountains showcase dramatic contrasts, with granite and marble ridges rising above snow-capped peaks and centuries-old forests. For generations, these mountains sheltered Bulgarian revolutionaries and acted as a natural barrier, protecting villages and trade routes. More than 180 glacial lakes form waterways that sustain the region's extraordinary biodiversity. Among these are the Bandarishki Lakes, a group of 16 lakes located in the Bandarista Cirque. During the summer months, herders guide their cows along steep mountain trails to graze near the alpine shores. These cattle roam freely, creating a pastoral scene that feels timeless. Melnik. Nestled in the shadow of the Pirin Mountains, Melnik is Bulgaria's smallest town, yet its legacy is anything but that. Known as the wine capital of Bulgaria, it thrived during the Middle Ages as a trade center, exporting wine, tobacco, and wood. Rising above it all are the Melnik Pyramids, sandstone formations shaped over millions of years by erosion. These natural structures, some over 100 meters tall, resemble cones, needles, and castles, creating a surreal landscape. Old Nessebar. Surrounded by the sea on 3 sides, Old Nessebar has been contested for over 3,000 years. Thracians first settled it, followed by Greeks who built temples and markets. And the Byzantines then fortified it with stone walls, many of which still stand today. While the sea protected this sliver of land, isolation left it vulnerable. To ensure the town's survival and defense, a man-made isthmus was built, a narrow bridge of stone and earth connecting the island to the mainland. At the edge of the peninsula, a northern promenade traces the shoreline, where the land meets the Black Sea. The statue of St. Nicholas looms above the water, the patron saint of sailors. His outstretched arms are less a welcome than a warning. Trust the sea, but never forget its dangers. Prohodna Cave. They call it the Eyes of God. 2 massive openings pierce the ceiling of Prohodna Cave, as if the heavens are watching over the earth below. Near the village of Karlukovo in northern Bulgaria, the cave's entrance towers 45 meters high, a monumental gateway into another world. Inside, Prohodna stretches for 262 meters. But it's the eyes of God that command the space. These skylights, created by the collapse of the ceiling, align like a pair of watching eyes. Sunlight pours through, casting beams of light that transform the cave floor into a canvas of celestial glow. Locals speak of Prohodna as a bridge between worlds, a place where the heavens feel impossibly close, and stepping inside is like crossing the threshold of God's bridge. Seven Rila lakes. Long ago, a giant roamed the Rila mountains, his tears carving valleys that filled with the purest waters, creating the sanctuary of the 7 Rila lakes. Surrounded by alpine meadows and ancient forests, each lake carries a name that reflects its own shape and story. The Tyr, with its crystal clear waters, mirrors the sky in unmatched purity. The Eye, deep and vast, watches over the valley like a sentinel. The Kidney, with its unique curve, nestles into the mountain like a natural basin. In winter, snow and ice transform the lakes into a frozen wonderland, framed by stark snow-covered ridges. But the lakes are more than a natural marvel. They are sacred ground. For centuries, these lakes have been the stage for panarithmy, a sacred dance created by Bulgarian philosopher Peter Dunov. Dancers move in synchronized steps to music, embodying unity and harmony with nature. Performed each year in the peaks of the Rila Mountains, the ritual connects the mind, the body, and the spirit. Veliko, Tarnovo. The city of Tsars once served as the capital of the Second Bulgarian Empire, a medieval powerhouse that flourished between the 12th and 14th centuries. Perched across 3 hills, Tsarevets, Trapezitsa, and Sveta Gora, Veliko Tarnovo overlooks the winding Yantra River, its terraced houses clinging to the cliffs in cascading rows. At its peak lies Tsarevets Fortress, the seat of Bulgarian kings during their reign. One of the most powerful capitals in the medieval Balkans, its stone walls stretch over 1,000 meters, with watchtowers standing sentinel over the empire's borders. At the summit of the fortress, the patriarchal cathedral of the Holy Ascension rises above. As the spiritual heart of the Bulgarian Empire, it stood as a beacon of unity during its golden age. Its frescoes, painted in bold, dramatic strokes, depict Bulgaria's turbulent history, tales of invasions, uprisings, and the unyielding spirit of a nation determined to rise from adversity. Veleka River. A river of stories flows through Bulgaria's past and present, carving its way through the Stranja Mountains before meeting the sands of the Black Sea. This is the Veleka River. Spanning 157 kilometers, its course lines up with the ocean, where fresh and salt water converge in a striking natural harmony. Its banks, lined with dense forests and wildflower meadows, shelter endangered species and rare plants in an untouched sanctuary. As its waters join the sea, the Veleka becomes more than a river. It becomes a bridge between Bulgaria's untamed landscapes and its coastal soul. The Arch of Liberty. Rising above the Beklamato Pass is the Arch of Liberty, a solemn monument to Bulgaria's resilience. Completed in 1981 to commemorate the centennial of Bulgaria's liberation, the monument honors the sacrifices made during centuries of struggle. At 35 meters tall, it is adorned with intricate bas-reliefs depicting soldiers, revolutionaries, and ordinary citizens whose courage forged the path to liberation. The Beklamato Pass itself has been a vital crossroads for millennia. Known as part of the Roman Via Traiana, it connected northern and southern Bulgaria, serving as a lifeline for trade, military campaigns, and cultural exchange. Varna. The Varna necropolis revealed the world's oldest gold treasure, dating back to 4500 BC, linking the city to the dawn of European civilization. This discovery established Varna as one of Europe's oldest cities, where artistry and trade flourished for millennia. Known as the Pearl of the Black Sea, Varna has long been Bulgaria's maritime heart, thriving along its sunlit coast. The beach stretches along the Black Sea, its golden sands at the heart of the city's connection to the water. The regatta brings this seafaring tradition to life, turning the horizon into a stage for racing yachts and boats, The Asparuhov Bridge spans the canal, linking Lake Varna to the Black Sea. Named after Khan Asparuh, the founder of the First Bulgarian Empire, it rises 50 meters above the water. On foggy mornings, it seems to float above the clouds, creating a gateway between land and sky. North of the city, Euxinograd Palace whispers of royalty. Once a summer retreat for kings like Ferdinand I, its French chateau-inspired architecture blends with lush gardens, fountains, and sculptures. Vineyards cascade toward the Black Sea, where elegance meets the expanse of nature. Golden Sands Beach. Said to have emerged from a pirate's cursed treasure turned into gold by the sea. Golden Sands Beach transforms the coastline into a striking expanse of fine sand. Located just north of Varna, it spans 4 kilometers and reaches up to 100 meters wide, making it one of the longest beaches on Bulgaria's northern coast. Part of the Golden Sands Nature Park, this protected area blends dense forests with the shoreline. Its preserved wild beauty offers a rare glimpse of an untouched Black Sea coast, where nature still reigns supreme. Arda River. One of the longest rivers in southern Bulgaria, the Arda stretches 290 kilometers, beginning in the Rhodope Mountains and flowing eastward to the Maritsa River. Carving through dense forests and dramatic gorges, it nourished ancient Thracian settlements, where sanctuaries honored deities believed to inhabit its waters. The river feeds 3 massive reservoirs, Kardjali, Studin Kladine, and Ivailovgrad. These reservoirs are not just sources of energy, but lifelines for fertile valleys, where orchards, vineyards, and fields thrive. The Devil's Bridge. Near the town of Ardino, a masterpiece of medieval engineering spans 56 meters across the Arda River. The Devil's Bridge. Its design is breathtaking. A central arch flanked by 2 smaller ones. Their perfect symmetry mirrored in the river's calm waters, forming an unbroken circle that captivates all who see it. But its history is said to carry more than stone and mortar. Unable to complete the bridge, a builder struck a desperate pact with the devil, trading his soul for its completion. As part of the deal, the devil's reflection was hidden within the stones. Some claim that when the light hits just right, a ghostly face emerges from the rock, a haunting reminder of the pact made. Shipka Pass. From 1877 to 1878, the Russo-Turkish War turned Shipka Pass into a graveyard of empires. Amid the craggy Balkan mountains, Bulgarian and Russian forces clashed with Ottoman troops in battles of blood and fire. At the summit, the Shipka Monument of Freedom rises as a sentinel over the battlefield. Built in 1934, its lion emblem gazes over the valley, a solemn reminder of sacrifice etched into the windswept landscape. Descending the pass, the Shipka Memorial Church continues this legacy. Its golden domes and colorful frescoes pierce the somber sky. The red and white facade, framed by intricate arches and ornate carvings, embodies the grandeur of Russian Revival architecture. Towering above, the 53-meter bell tower holds 17 bells, each inscribed with over 18,000 names, a lasting tribute to the soldiers who gave their lives for Bulgaria's freedom. Orlovi Skali. Carved into the cliffs of southern Bulgaria, Orlovi Skali, the Eagle's Rocks, stand as a hauntingly beautiful relic of ancient Thracian civilization. These towering formations are etched with over 100 niches, each a silent reminder of a sacred purpose lost to time. Believed to date back to the 5th century BC, these niches likely served as sites for burials or offerings to Thracian deities. Their precise function remains a mystery, but their intricate craftsmanship reveals a profound spiritual reverence. The name Eagle's Rocks reflects both the physical and symbolic significance of these cliffs. For the Thracians, eagles were sacred, messengers of the gods and symbols of transcendence. The soaring heights of the rocks, combined with the presence of eagles, may have represented a bridge between the mortal world and the divine. Buzludzha Monument. High in the Balkan Mountains, on Buzludzha Peak, stands a concrete structure resembling a giant disc atop a towering pedestal, the Buzludzha Monument. It commemorates the founding of the Bulgarian socialist movement in 1891, embodying the ideals of communism. Inside, a vast circular hall once gleamed with over 2 million mosaic tiles depicting Bulgaria's history and Marxist ideology. The corroded dome bore the inscription, "Proletarians of all countries, unite." The Torch Monument, 2 angular concrete pillars shaped like flames, symbolizes enlightenment, unity, and progress. Rising sharply against the sky, the torches evoke socialism's guiding light. Together with the disc's imposing presence, they form a balanced and unified design. Abandoned after communism's fall in 1989, the structures now decay under graffiti and broken tiles, yet their eerie beauty remains. Kozarnika Cave. A gateway to humanity's earliest chapters, Kozarnika Cave dates back over 1.4 million years, guarding some of Europe's oldest traces of human life. Archaeologists uncovered tools, carved bones, and engraved lines, symbols that may mark the dawn of abstract thought in Europe. These findings suggest Kozarnika was a vital passage for early human migrations from Africa to Europe. Beneath its surface, layers of earth reveal the remains of extinct species, painting a vivid picture of an ancient ecosystem. Silent, yet enduring, Kozarnika mirrors the ingenuity, survival, and unbroken connection to humanity's distant origins. Cape Kaliakra, a name as timeless as the crimson cliffs that define it. Kaliakra, beautiful cape. Rising sharply from the Black Sea, its towering cliffs plunge into churning waves, forming a natural fortress shaped by water and wind. Kaliakra has stood as a vital vantage point for centuries, surrounded on three sides by the sea. Strategically perched on these rocky cliffs is the Kaliakra fortress. Built to guard against invaders, its walls have borne witness to sieges and triumphs, holding the secrets of those who once defended its heights. Amidst the ruins lie the remnants of Roman bathhouses, enduring traces of the civilizations that flourished here. Burgas. As Bulgaria's largest port city, Burgas has been a gateway between the Balkans and the wider world. From its beginnings as a modest fishing village, it grew into a thriving urban center during the 19th and early 20th centuries. At its center lies Burgas Beach, where the sandy shoreline meets the lush greenery of the sea garden. Stretching along the coast for 2.4 kilometers, the garden's tree-lined paths blend seamlessly into the beach itself. Extending from the beach into the Black Sea is the Burgas Pier, an iconic structure and a gathering place for locals. It serves as a physical and symbolic link between the town and the waters that shaped its identity.